Hi everyone, I'm currently on site. I'm working on the hall stairs and landing, just putting in some dado rails, panel mouldings, window casing upstairs, but I just thought I'd jump in and do a quick video. I've got a piece of dado rail going in here, I've got a scribe in one corner, but more importantly I thought what might help a few people is the 22.5 degree return that I'm doing into this door opening. So let's get on with that. Alright, first things first, we need to cut a 45 for our scribe on this dado rail. Right, so with my 45 degree cut, this is going to be, or for my scribe eventually, I always use a leaded pencil, and if you get your pencil on edge, you can just mark the outline of the saw cut there. And if you're comfortable with your jigsaw, coping saw, I'll be using a coping saw for my cut. I'm not going to film cutting it, but this leaded line that you can see me marking on, when I remove this material and slightly back cut it, that will form our scribe. Right, so I'm pretty well there with my cut. Just a little tidy up with some sandpaper. So between coping saw, sandpaper, files, we'll take a look at the cut it's left me. We'll go and offer this in and see how it fits. Right, so let's offer this in. Right, so with our scribe in, I next need to measure and mark where I need to cut the 22.5 degrees on this dado rail. I know that my return measures 37 millimeters, which I'll mark there. I just know that for this particular dado rail from another return that I've done on the job, it would all make sense when I make the cut. I now need to transfer that onto our piece of dado rail. So if I make sure that that's pushed in, transfer the mark, we'll go and cut the 22.5 degrees on there and also cut the return piece. Right, let's set this saw to 22.5 degrees. There's our pencil line that we transferred from the wall. 22.5 degrees I'm going to cut now. Right, so we're now going to put our wall piece just to one side, grab an offcut, and now we're going to cut the return. So the return, I'm going to cut 22.5 degrees this way, and then the cut that way will be 45 degrees. This might not make sense at the moment, but if I go and cut these two angles, we'll get the piece that we're chopping off of this offcut, and then we'll offer it up to our wall piece, and then hopefully it will make sense. Right, before I set the saw up, maybe this might help. So I'm going to cut out this way, 22.5 degrees off of this fence, and then I've got a cut going this way, again off of the fence, but at 45 degrees. Right, when cutting these small bits, always get a decent offcut. Don't mess around with tiny little pieces of timber. Anything that blade touches, you're not going to get back. Right, swing this round to 22.5. Cut this angle first. So we now swing the blade round the other way, and then what we want to do is cut that 45 right on this corner there. Right, so here's our piece that we've just cut on the saw. I'll get some mitre bond in a moment, and then what we'll do is we'll mitre bond that together. And then you can see now that is our 22.5 degree return to the wall, which I think looks quite nice. Actually, if I show the top of it first, so there's the wall, 22.5 degrees out. This one, there's our 22.5 degree cut, and that side is the 45, which is the bit that rests on the wall. Helps sometimes to put a bit of paper down. And hopefully my hand won't get in the way. I'll do this on this side. Just hold this for a moment while this glue sets. Alright, cool, that's that done. Let's go and get this installed. Right, so I've had to remove some plaster from the wall. There's a belly in the wall here, and over such a short piece of timber I just couldn't bend it round, so rather than take anything off the back of the Dado rail, I have just removed the finished plaster on the wall just so that this sits back nicely, and we'll get ready to glue up and pin this in. I just get a bit of extra glue where I've removed the plaster. Get some wood glue just on the where this is going to butt up to the existing piece. Right, so there we have our 22.5 degree return on our Dado. So don't forget, if you're cutting something like this, if you do have a scribe one end, scribe into there, offer the piece in. I just knew that this dimension here was 37mm for this particular profile Dado. So when you scribe, offer your piece in, if you make the 37mm mark on the wall, mark that off onto here. Don't forget your cut is 22.5 degrees on your main piece, and on your return it's another 22.5 on this side, and then your 45 degree cut on that side. Hope that makes sense, hope it helps, and I'll see you all in the next video. Right, I'll talk you through a few details on this particular job. I'll start with the window casing. I make these profiles up myself, so they are made out of panel mouldings, various thicknesses of MDF, ripped down to width. They're all layered up, glued and pinned. It creates something that's quite bespoke and unique. The whole casing itself, I always draw stuff like this up on CAD so that it's all to scale. I can get all my proportions right, and then just make them off of a working drawing. So yeah, that's it for the casing. The window sill, there is actually an existing oak sill underneath this green moisture resistant MDF, but unfortunately I've had to clad over it, make this windowsill wider because I needed something to seat my profiles down onto. Dado out again with the mitres. I've got 2 panels to create underneath here, so I've got some more panel moulding to cut. I spin round, you can see Dado rail, and again all going winding down the stairs. You've got all these cuts here again, panel mouldings, another 3 panel mouldings to make down there. If anyone would like to see a video on this, then let me know in the comments, because next time I get asked to come in, you know, put up Dado rails, picture rails, window casings, panel mouldings, it could be a project that I can film next time and do a full video on how I tackle everything, include like setting out all my cuts, etc. So yeah, do let me know in the comments about that. I'll see everyone on the next video. So thanks for watching. Cheers.